Hey guys, welcome back to the Eerie Experience. Tonight we're once again exploring the darkest corners of the paranormal world. If you're brave enough to continue, then here's the top 6 scariest videos that will keep you up at night. But before we start, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss what is going to come next. Number 1. In this disturbing video, a mother is sitting in her lounge while her daughter plays with her toys in the other room. Out of nowhere, she hears her daughter talking to someone, but at the same time, she knows that they are alone in the house. This is when the woman decides to start filming. She calls out to her daughter to come to the lounge, and as her daughter comes out, something follows besides her. In the clip, a dark shadow resembling a small child, almost looking like an entity, walks out with the daughter. The sight is so horrifying that even the mother cannot help but feel scared. The exact nature of this video remains uncertain. The dark shadow presence is a point of mystery nobody seems to solve. Number 2. In the video, TikTok user Cheryl Sweetie 2 explains that she is a single mother and seamstress. She then continues on to say that she and her daughter have been experiencing strange and unsettling things inside their home for months. They've been hearing the sound of someone walking in the hallway outside of their bedrooms, and they found their things mysteriously moved from room to room without any reason. Things got so strange that Cheryl even began to worry that they might have a squatter living in their walls. So before something horrifying could happen, she installed a security camera so that she could keep an eye on their home and her daughter. In another clip, Cheryl's daughter is playing with her toys in her mother's bedroom when something disturbing happens. The young girl walks toward the closet, seemingly expecting something to be inside. And then she just stands there, transfixed for a few seconds, almost as if she sees something that we can't. She seems to get a little spooked and leaves, and the closet door slowly closes by itself. Then, 3 months after this, Cheryl explained in a video that she had to stop sewing because they've been experiencing a lot of strange things again. As the footage plays, for the first 5 seconds or so, the girl continues to stare at the closet. Her daughter seems scared as she says that she sees something just underneath the closet door, but there's nothing inside except for a kind of creepy mannequin. However, the mannequin seems to start moving on its own and falls over, breaking into pieces. Cheryl and her daughter are terrified, and they just get out of there. The video ends after this horror encounter, leaving viewers wondering about the presence in Cheryl's house. Number 3. YouTuber Mellow Bird has always claimed that he lives in a very actively haunted house. He's been posting videos of bizarre poltergeist activity in his home for over 10 years. From plastic airlock getting thrown in his face to his kitchen getting trashed by an evil spirit, Mellow Bird has seen it all. Still, in this video, Mellow Bird explains that for quite some time now, he had been hearing strange sounds and experiencing unexplained activity in his house's attic. Knowing the nature of his house, Mellow refused to let it go. As we see in the footage, he sets up a night vision camera to record all the paranormal activities taking place in his attic. Then one day, he claimed that he heard creepy noises coming from the attic. That's when Mellow Bird went up to investigate, and it didn't go well at all. He heard stuff moving around in the dark, and at one point, the lights started to go on and off on their own. After some loud, unexplained bangs, which were strong enough to shake the attic, Mellow Bird decided to just get out of there. The presence in Mellow's house is strong, as seen in the video. His house has turned into a place where supernatural activities take place all the time. To this day, nobody knows what the spirits want from him. Number 4. Imagine you enter your home after a long day, only to discover that everything has been destroyed inside. That is what happened to a homeowner, Jeffrey, back in 2017. In the footage, Jeffrey walked around his house, which had nearly been ransacked. Furniture was overturned, the walls destroyed, and everything was out of place. Each room was more destroyed than the last. But then, the path of destruction led the homeowner to his bedroom. Determined to discover who did this to his house, Jeffrey was shocked to discover a man in his bed, sleeping with a calm expression. Who was this man, and how did he get into his house? Those were the only questions on the homeowner's mind. As the footage goes on, we see that after this terrifying discovery, Jeffrey was left with no choice but to call the police. When they arrived and tried to wake up the man in the bed, he seemed to be as confused as everyone else. The intruder showed no sign of having any memory of how he ended up in Jeffrey's bed. His expressions are haunting as he tries to come up with an explanation. As the police escort him to the station, it becomes hard to dismiss the feeling that whatever force led him to break into the house and destroy everything wasn't entirely human. Number 5. In this series of TikTok videos posted, the homeowner explained how he believed his house was haunted. He claimed that objects in his house would get knocked over, with no explanation. In the first clip, the person filmed a supernatural activity in which the chair in his lounge was pushed back on its own. In the second clip, the person claimed that he was sleeping when all of a sudden he was jolted awake by an unknown presence. His bedroom door opened and closed on its own. That terrified him. Another clip showed the homeowner's bathroom door handle getting violently shaken. It seemed as if something was trying to break in and gripping it with too much force. You can hear the rattling of the door and even the homeowner trembling behind the camera. As he moved closer to the door to unlock it, his hands shook with fear, but then he discovered that the bathroom was empty, leaving fans wondering about the sinister presence. Number 6. According to the clip, YouTuber Rubsy started his usual online game streaming in which he was playing some game on his PlayStation. The only unusual occurrence was the fact that he was pet sitting at a friend's apartment. Nothing strange happened in the game itself, but those looking close at Rubsy and the surroundings behind him were about to be in for a scare. In the video, first, a door is seen in the background, slowly opening and closing all by itself. Then a second door is also seen in the background, suddenly slamming shut on its own, as if someone or something has pushed it. As the video continues, we see Rubsy get up and start to investigate. Immediately, the lights start to dim and cut out without any warning. A little shaken and definitely terrified, Rubsy continues to search for an explanation. Only after another door slams shut on its own does Rubsy return to his computer, convinced that he is not alone, but with no explanation for the events. Throughout the remainder of the stream, a glass breaks on its own. Loud punching or knocking can be heard on the wall, and the doors continue to open and slam shut on their own. All these unusual occurrences make no sense, as Rubsy is reading his scared viewers' comments and trying to make sense of the situation. A box on the table behind him slowly starts to move and eventually falls to the floor. At this point, the YouTuber pretty much loses it and gives in to the notion that something supernatural or sinister is happening behind him. It's safe to say that whatever was in that apartment with him was not friendly at all. Well, that's it from my side today, folks. Do comment down and let me know what you people think. Which video will be haunting your dreams tonight? The unknown shadow with the girl, the ghost in the attic, or something else entirely? Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to learn about more eerie encounters. Plus, comment down below which horror story we should cover next.